Good afternoon, everyone, and assalamu alaikum. More women are starting businesses every day, and with starting a business comes stress and a lot of challenges. Looking at that, we still go on and start the business. I'm so excited to be here today, and the most exciting thing for me is not just being here with you all, but discussing something very passionate and dear to me. My name is Aisha Muktar, and I'm the founder of Kayana by Aisha. I'm also the founder of Kayana by Aisha Center for Sustainable Fashion, which is based here in Katsina. I started my business when I was heavily pregnant with my second child. And I'll tell you, I didn't know what I was exactly getting myself into. I just thought it was a business I was starting, you know. So starting with it came with a lot of stress. It came with challenges. It came with barriers. As a northern woman, starting something from scratch is not easy. You'd know that if you're a lady coming from the north, married with children, being a wife, a sister, and a mother. Starting a business is a big deal here. But then we go on, we start it anyways. So most times, when you start a business, the first thing that comes to your mind is, what am I starting? What am I passionate about? When I started as a baker. I was baking cakes, and I'll tell you, it was one of the most amazing things I've done. But being married came with pregnancy, came with a lot of stress from the house. You have to cook, you have to do this, you have to do that. I had to let go of my cake business. It was growing fast, but I had to let go because the little smell I will have of cakes will make me sick for over 36 or 48 hours, which I felt I was not ready to give into. So I had to let go of that business, and then looking at being it a successful business, making money from it, because already I was some months into business. You know, you used to getting hold of your money, your own money, something you can proudly call your own. I was not ready to keep lazing around, because all I could do after then was just sleep, eat, watch, and it kept repeating itself every day. It was so predictable. So I was just up and was like, I have to just start doing something again. I remember then my son was 2. He was always wearing matching kaftan with his dad, and people were always asking about, where did you get this dress? Where did you get this? Where did you get this? Who made this? Who did this? And I said, okay, I think, because most of the times when the tailor was around, I was the one telling him this is what because I was the one taking care of the baby. I knew how to put the clothes on the baby. I knew exactly what I wanted. I wouldn't want just some few buttons up on the neck side. I wanted the whole kaftan to be open like a shirt, because it was easier for me to put it on for him. So a lot of people were amazed with that. So I decided to start a kids brand. It was a kids clothing brand. It was a success. We launched the brand. We did some photo shoots. We had the models. That was the first time I met Naufal and his brother. So the pictures were amazing. Everyone was so into the pictures. After launching the brand, we had a lot of people interested in the clothes that we had to start the adult fashion line just immediately after launching the kids fashion line. I had a lot of customers. The men were just out there, you know, a lot of them wanted so many designs, so many colors, so many, you know, it was just too much that we had to launch the adult fashion line immediately. And when we did, I had to start looking for an influencer and a brand ambassador. As a fashion designer, I knew I wouldn't go anywhere without having a fashion influencer or brand ambassador. And then that was when I had an influencer. We had a deal. We signed the deal. I got Alinuhu on board. Alinuhu is a famous Kannywood star, and he accepted the fact that he was going to be the brand ambassador, and we're going to have a lot of photo shoots and a lot of pictures. And I sent my tailor down to Kano. He took his measurement, his son's measurement. I bought so many. I spent a lot of money just planning the photo shoot, just the photo shoot. The pictures were going to release to the internet. There and then, I was sitting one afternoon. My husband was sitting just right near me. He was just sitting right beside me, and I don't know who called me. So you know when your phone ring and the four eyes, of course, mine and his were on the phone, and it was Alinuhu, and he just continued watching his news. He didn't say a word. I finished my call. Alinuhu he was just, I wouldn't say he was telling me about the fact that, okay, you have to let your team know that they need to come into Kano early so you can be done. So at least you limit the amount of money you spend, renting rooms for them, because they were like 4, including the photographer and everything, and we were done with the call, and I dropped the call. Immediately I was done, my husband said, this photo shoot is not taking place. I thought he was joking at first, and he wasn't smiling. He said, no, it's not taking place. If you're just too out there, how will Anu be calling you? Like, why should he be I told him, this is a business and you were on, I was even with him in Kaduna for a workshop. He was there when everything was going on, all the calls about the modeling and the signing of the deal and everything. And then this last minute, you're telling me it's not taking place? And he said, yes. You either have to diversify, start a female fashion brand, or just let go of the fashion and start something. You were baking before, you're not in fashion, then you can start something else. I said it's not that easy. It's not easy, but how, I had no option. He was serious. And that was how I let go of that deal. So I traveled to Kaduna after some weeks. We went for a wedding. I didn't know there were like 4 events to take place. I just planned going for 2 events. Women, you take clothes that were in the morning before the event, and then I took like 2 spare clothes for the event. Then after I got there, somebody told me that it was 4 events, and I was like, no, I know it's 2. And then it came to my mind that we definitely have 4 events to attend, and then how do I start? I came with just 2 clothes for an event. I can't wear these other clothes for the event. So we went around Kaduna looking for a ready-made dress, just a ready-made Ankara dress, something like this that I'm wearing. Actually, I picked this from my store just the day before yesterday or so for this event. So this is something, we don't have to go through the stress of looking for a tailor, but we couldn't get a ready-made dress in Kaduna, and I was baffled. When I came back to Kaduna, one time I was sitting and I was like, okay, diversifying means starting something. I can even start something differently, but then I want to continue with my fashion because this is something I've been known for. And everyone was always asking me, what are you wearing? Who made this? And I was always telling the tailor, okay, this is what I want. Remove this part of the fabric, put it here, do this, So I said, okay, I can just do this as a business. I can make money with this. And we started. I had some few wrappers. They were mine. I designed them. I called one of the tailors. We sat down. We did almost everything within a month. We had some dresses ready. I had an active social media page, posted some, and in a short while, people were ordering, oh, we need this dress. I need this in size 54. I need this in size 58. I need this. And almost everyone wanted this exact dress in different sizes. And I said, this is it. This is just it. We've hit it. We started the ready-made dresses. So most times women go through a lot of stress in business, but the funny part, when you have the power to fall and raise up, that's when you know that you're really doing a good deal in that business. Not falling and giving up entirely, just sleeping around. I'm done with this fashion business, because at some point you get so sad and pissed that, okay, this is not working. What do I do? Do I just give up? Do I start something else? No. But the fact that you can rise up and continue from where you stopped, or even start something new, is power itself. With all the barriers you have, with all the challenges you get from just being another woman, is interesting, because starting is not as easy as managing. The fact that you can start, once you start a business, I can just let you go. I have a lot of mentees that will tell you, oh, I was in this business before. Okay, I want to do something different now. No. Let's try and see what made you stop. What is making you stop? Because at some point you can start another one and stop at the same time. What made you stop that first business and then wanting to start another one? What is forcing you out of that business? So there and then, I realized at some point we were making a lot of dresses and then creating waste. The waste was huge, but it never came to my mind. Until one time, I knew we were ready to expand. The business was growing. We just had to start looking for ways to expand. And then that was when I came across the Tony Melu Foundation. I read about it, I Googled, I searched a lot about it, and then I went through the frequently asked questions and so many things about it. Then I applied. The list came out and I wasn't selected. And I was like, oh, this is a stepping point. I could start from here. This is my first application, by the way. And then the next day I applied. I just thought it was something basic that you could just fill in and get accepted. And I wasn't accepted the second time. So for the third time, I said, oh, I need to look at this thing and see what am I doing wrong. I met a coach. He reviewed my application. Once I was done, 2018, I wasn't selected. So I was like, this is a very good business, believe me. I know I was doing a good thing. I was making money out of it. Then why are they not trying to support my business? And so what am I talking about here is persistence and consistency. As a woman, you wouldn't let all these barriers and all the challenges make you give up on the dream that you've been having for a long time, or the passion that you have. You have to use all those challenges as stepping stones and go up high in whatever it is that you do. So you see, one time I said building business in Nigeria is really hard, but it's even harder when you're a woman. When it's a man, he goes out in the morning, of course, finish all his business transactions and then come back home. But when it's a woman, you have to take care of the house, do your business, come back home, finish up. In fact, being an entrepreneur is like a 24/7 affair. It's not like a 9 to 5 that you go to the office, finish working, and then come back without a